Hi everyone, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Um, this video will be uploaded for Wednesday, but I'm doing it now because Wednesday is really a busy day. But I want you guys to get the message. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for sharing these videos and for your comments. I appreciate all of you. Know that I'm showing up here every day because I see these messages are resonating with you all, and that I want to share and let you know that even though this is not easy, you can do this. You can heal, grow, evolve, one day at a time, one step at a time. Just never give up on yourself. So, guys, with that being said, the title today, the topic is peace of mind. Never allow anyone to strip you of your peace of mind. Before we get into that topic, remember I'm not a therapist, social worker, or a counselor. I'm just somebody who's gone through the most and the worst, and I talk about being an overcomer instead of succumbing to the pain, hurt, and trials and trauma. And you guys can do the same. It's not easy, but what I decided one day after the walls felt like it was closing in, and it felt like things were just becoming too much to bear, I went into prayer with God, and then I decided my peace of mind and my mental was priceless to me. And I started to do the work little by little. Now, this doesn't come with a manual or an instruction book. I just stayed in prayer, started with therapy, and as I started doing the work, it was just like having the metaphor I use. You have a huge box of puzzles with 1,000 pieces of the puzzle pieces. You don't know what that picture is until you actually start putting the puzzle together, taking the time to sit down, and sometimes it may take hours. But as you start to work on it little by little, you start to see what the background picture is. That's how it is with this healing process. You do one day at a time, and what I did is start to get creative with it when I start to feel better, because as you feel better, you do better. Your peace of mind should be a priority, and it should be priceless to you. And what's hard is that some people that may be close to you, the different connections you may have, some people are going to cheer you on, support you, and help you, while there might be a few others who might become your hater, because they want you to succumb to what they want. And many of us have one or two people, but in my case it was a lot of them. When I started this journey to heal, to grow, to evolve, I had so many people not liking it because I was so subservient to other people's need, and I forgot about myself, and everything around me was being neglected. And it's important to take care of yourself, because if you let yourself go, your mental, physical health is neglected, and then you're being sucked dry with all these other problems that are not your problems, burdens that don't belong to you. And excuse me, guys, if you don't let other people help themselves, then you will always be dealing with these burdens. You will always walk with these tons of bricks on your back that doesn't belong to you. And what I decided to do is give them back to whoever they belong to. I will listen to people. I would take the time to talk to them about prayer. And I would even share my own story on how I do things, and how it has helped me to stay in a place of peace instead of toxicity and stress. And I give people examples like through my videos, and even in person, on how I do this. Now, nothing is perfect, like happily ever after. The work has to be done. However, you can maintain your peace of mind when you don't take in the toxicity. And when somebody wants to bring that to my table, because sometimes people come and they just try to ignite the fire, I just stand there and stare at them. I don't have no words. And if they continue to do whatever they're doing on a toxic level, I just end up walking away, because my peace of mind is priceless to me, guys. And that should be the case with you, because always engaging in something toxic and negative will affect you. It will affect your health as well as your mental. We all have a life to live. Many of us work. We have various responsibilities. Who have time to be engaging in toxicity, and drama and negativity? We all have disagreements in situations like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about drama starters, people who like gossip, lies, and etc. And I had to cut these folks off. Excuse me, guys. Allergies again. I had to cut these folks off, many of them. And they thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. My mental health and physical is everything. And people started to just do the most and the worst. And I stayed in prayer. And I even added something to it by being, fasting. Fasting has helped. I don't know what it is about not just the prayer, but my silence. It changes things for the better. Now that I don't engage, because the old version of myself would cry or engage in this toxic stuff that people would start. And it's like them taking the metaphor I use, there are tons of bricks, and putting it on my back and going, oh, I feel much better. And then they walk away and I'm stuck with their stuff. I don't do that anymore. I just remain silent because I'm not taking that in anymore. I'll help people in different ways, but I'm not carrying nobody's tons of bricks, their burdens. And that's one way I stay at peace of mind, so that I can stay connected to the healing process. Because when you have family members and other connections of people who have a whole bunch of stuff going on 24/7, and they trying to drag you into that, then you will get distracted, and that distraction could take you off your path to heal, grow, and to evolve. Never allow anyone to do that. Make that always a priority. Make it a priority to always take care of yourself. Give yourself 2 hours a day, just to do what you like, and just to be the best version of yourself. Stay in a place of peace, because we're in a world today where there's so much toxicity that it seems like it's the norm today, and it should never be the norm, guys. Continue to take care of yourself, and just be at peace. Do uplifting things. Like, I love music. Like, I have these flowers. I'm going to be changing things in the future to make it even look more cozy and comfortable as you come on this channel. Music heals the soul, guys. It really does. And just keep things calm, a calm atmosphere, instead of all the craziness that's going on. And don't allow yourself to take too much of it in. Like the news, a friend of mine was telling me, don't you watch the news? And I said maybe 5 minutes of it. I don't sit and watch that stuff every day, because it's too much. Of course I need to know what's going on, but after I find out, that's it. I go put on some music, some comedy to make me laugh. Laughter's the best medicine as well. Take care of yourself, guys, because things are getting intense in this world. Make sure you're doing something on a daily to take care of yourself. I just went to the gym as well. I have music on while I'm working out. Music is the key factor, because it keeps me motivated and going. And also, guys, be around uplifting people who are going to encourage you, especially when you feel down. You have those days you feel down and stuff. Be around people who are going to uplift you and say, come on, let's go. Those are the people that should be very close to you. Keep them close to you, because those people are the ones who are showing you real love, instead of the haters. And haters can be, and don't ever say to yourself, just, well, this is a family member or this specific connection. If this person is not uplifting you, then they're adding to your toxicity. If they're not there to uplift, set boundaries is what I'm saying. Set strong boundaries so that you don't get distracted on healing yourself on a daily basis. One day at a time, one step at a time, guys. that's the message today, and I'll be back on Thursday with a new message. Please subscribe to the channel. Invite others to do the same. And I also have a link there to donate. What I plan to do is just in person, at some point, to help people start groups and things like that, to help people in person. Just to talk about my own personal experiences, because I'm not a therapist, social worker, or a counselor. I just talk from a space of how I get through things. And perhaps you guys can hear things that can help you with your own circumstances. Thank you for being here today, guys. This is Lisa, shedding love and light. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Bye for now.